Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Today our topic is how to make groundwater more visible. There are 7 ways to make the groundwater more visible. First of all, we discuss the demystifying nature of the groundwater. We all know that groundwater has a mysterious nature, and nature of water is not a flowing river, but groundwater exists in the pores, fractures, and cracks of the rocks. To understand the mysterious nature of the groundwater, we have to know the composition, structure, and nature of the rocks in which groundwater exists. Second, we have to understand the complexity nature of the water. In the groundwater movement, there are two components involved. One itself water and other is aquifer. In the movement of the groundwater, water act as a resource and aquifer act as a host. And other main factor that effect on the groundwater movement, that is the hydrological cycle. Due to global warming, hydrological cycles has main effect on the groundwater movement. If the temperature increase, then hydrological cycles, more water evaporate in the hydrological cycles. In this way, the recharge of the groundwater will be less than that of the drawdown. Second, we have to discuss data on hidden use. That is the most important factor. Unfortunately, South Asia countries, including Pakistan, we have not maintained the groundwater data, like who is using the groundwater, how much water is using, and for what purpose water is using, and at which time water is using. All these data is not available in the most of the countries. This is the main reason. That's why the recharge of the groundwater is less than that of the discharge. So we have to maintain this type of the data to improve the quality of water as well as quantity of the water. Viewers, then we will discuss the unblocking potential. Unblocking potential have many components, but main component of the unblocking potential is the rainwater. We have to protect the groundwater by the number of methods, and easiest method is rainwater harvesting. One model is also installed in the Earth and Environmental Sciences, University of the Punjab, Lahore, Pakistan, by a Japanese company, JICA. Due to this method, we have collected the rainwater and make to a retreatment of the water for the drinking and other uses of the purpose. Then remaining water can filtrate in the groundwater to make the recharge. And other countries also working on this model, especially Japan government has many installed the rain harvesting models, and practically they are working on it, and they support the Pakistani engineers to make the rain harvesting model. That first model is installed in the Lahore, Pakistan. Then we will discuss discuss the impact of the climate change. Climate change is silently affect the groundwater quality as well as quantity. Due to global warming, groundwater discharge is larger than that of the recharge. Reason is that due to high temperature, most of the water evaporate and convert into the gaseous form. Then, role of the biodiversity. Biodiversity is also important in the hydrological cycle. We also know that especially in the Pakistan, groundwater is the main source of the drinking water, and this groundwater also support the ecosystem. When the water is drawn down continuously, then the biodiversity will be affected by the both components, quantity as well as quality. Because at the end, we have to come together, all researchers, water engineers, businessmen, lawyers, communicators, and all stakeholders must come together and must take part to save the groundwater. Quantity of groundwater is important, but the quality of groundwater is the most important. Hydrologists and water engineers must research on the management of the water, quality of the groundwater, and implement practically. They have to maintain the hidden use of the data, who, how, which, and what terms using these data must maintain in this country. So we have to save our groundwater. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.